Hey, what's up guys, Gave Productions here. Today I want to do a small public service announcement or PSA to everyone out there with a Samsung phone that is more than a year old. What is this PSA about? Well, it's one that could potentially save your phone from water damage, so let's get into it. As most of us know by now, most modern high-end phones like your Galaxy S series of phones or iPhones, or even your OnePlus or other branded phones, have some form of water resistance. It could be IP67 or IP68. These water resistant ratings essentially rate your phone for some level of water resistance, whether it's just withstanding a bit of splashes or even full out submerging your phone underwater, sometimes for over a meter of water for some time. The thing about water resistance is that it's not really permanent. It will kind of end up wearing as you use your phone, and after a few years your phone may not actually be water resistant anymore. Of course, this is dependent on a whole lot of factors such as how hot does your phone usually get or what kind of climate you live in. These things do affect the longevity of your water resistant seals. Other environmental factors also do play a role, so there are many things that come into play when it comes to how long the water resistant seals on your phone last. So after a certain period of time, it is possible that the water resistant seals on your phone is no longer effective, and essentially your phone is no longer water resistant. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, luckily for everyone watching this video, I have physical proof right here. So right here I have my Galaxy Note 10 Plus, and as you can see, my Galaxy Note 10 Plus, the back cover glass is essentially separating from the frame, and I didn't really pull this apart. It was already kind of like separated, and all I did was just push a bit, and you can see that the back frame, the back glass cover has essentially more or less separated on both sides of the phone. So this is clearly no longer water resistant, and any drops of water can get inside if I'm not careful and basically wreck the phone from the inside. So yeah, there's living proof right here that my Galaxy Note 10 Plus is no longer water resistant. Now, I'm not an engineer or an expert on water resistant ratings, but I am roughly 100% sure that if I was to submerge this supposedly IP68 water and dust resistant phone into water, it would probably die pretty quickly. So before anyone in the comment section says that this may be a one-off phone with a manufacturing defect, I actually have another Galaxy Note 10 Plus over here which has the same story. As we can see from this corner over here, we can actually see that the glass is we can see that the back glass is also separating from the bottom corner over here on the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, which is a different Galaxy Note 10 Plus. As you can see, two Galaxy Note 10 Pluses, both with some level of glass separation. Now, it isn't nearly as bad on this phone because this Galaxy Note 10 Plus has been in the case for most of its life, so that probably did help in not having the glass fully separate, unlike my Galaxy Note 10 Plus here, which wasn't in the case for about half of its life. So that may affect how long the seals do stay good on the phone. Now, sure, some of you may say it's coincidence, or maybe it's just a Galaxy Note 10 thing, and it's just a Galaxy Note 10 defect that affects only Galaxy Note 10s. Well, here is my previous roughly a year old Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Now, it is only about a year old because I did change this phone. Samsung did a 1-for-1 exchange for me because my previous Galaxy Note 20 Ultra did have a pretty major issue, so they did a 1-for-1 exchange, and this phone as of today is only about a year or just over a year old. So it's roughly a year old basically. So for roughly a year old phone, this phone actually already does also have some level of separation. If my camera here can focus, as we can see, the corner over here, the glass is actually already starting to separate. So this Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, which is roughly only a year old, is actually no longer water resistant. And the thing is, many people out there still use the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra and not upgraded to the S22 Ultra. So yeah, I don't think that this is just a Galaxy Note 10 thing, and by now it's probably not really coincidence that I have three phones over here all with pretty much the same issue. The back glass separating or at least starting to separate from the frame of the phone. Now, the point of this video today isn't to bash on the quality control or the quality of Samsung phones. I'm quite sure that these phones, when they were fresh out of the factory or when they were fresh into my hands, or the person who owns this Note 10 Plus's hand, they were probably IP68 water resistant. I can't hide the fact that this probably does speak about Samsung's overall quality to some extent. Now, I do want to add a disclaimer. I have dropped these two phones before. I'm sure the person who owns this phone has dropped it, but it is in a case. But as you can see, there isn't much substantial damage, just some dings on the corners here and there. And the glass didn't separate then. They only just started separating on their own after some amount of time, sitting on the table somewhere, or just after daily usage. So the reason for me to make this video today is to let all of you out there know that the water resistance of your phone, no matter what phone you use, does degrade over time, albeit some phones faster than others. Now, because I don't own an iPhone, I can't really speak about the water resistant seals and the quality of those seals on iPhones. But I do have an iPhone 11 sitting in my home, and from the look of it, it does look okay on the surface. Then again, it is hard to tell because iPhone displays are not only glued in but also clipped in and screwed in as well. And the back glass of iPhones, well, those are pretty much not really meant to be removed. They're non-removable, so they do use a permanent type of glue on those back glasses of iPhone. So yeah, it is quite hard to tell how water resistant an iPhone is. But because I primarily own Samsung phones, I can tell you my experiences with these phones. And from my personal experience, most of my Samsung phones since the Note 10 Plus, well, actually that's only two phones, and this Note 10 Plus over here, their adhesives have started to peel after about 1 to 2 years of use. Well, 1 year plus for this phone, 1 year for this phone, and well, this phone's over 2 years old at this point, but yeah, I'm not sure when the glass started to separate. So the main point I am trying to drive over here today is that if you do have a Samsung phone, or even any phone that has some level of water resistance, do make sure to periodically check the seals of your phone. For Samsung phones, I guess is to check the back glass of your phone. Maybe other phones is the front, the display of the phone. This is especially so if you're someone who actually washes their phone with water, or maybe periodically submerges their phone into water. I'm not going to judge you on that. Some people do actually do that. I'm not here to say whether it's right or wrong, but if you are one of those people, then you should definitely check the water resistant seals on your phone periodically. So what can you do if you found your phone to have a compromised water resistance seal? Well, if your phone is less than a year old, then technically and most likely it is still under the 1 year warranty. So if that's the case, then definitely send your phone into Samsung or Apple or whoever's the manufacturer of your phone and get them to fix your phone. Although from my personal experience, the Samsung Service Repair Center hasn't exactly done a very good job with repairing my devices and ensuring that they are still water resistant, but that is another story for another day. Still, it is better to have it repaired and have a chance of it being water resistant than not at all. Of course, the best way to make sure your phone is protected against water, however, is to either use one of those watertight pouches if you really want to bring your phone into water, or better yet, just leave your phone out of the water and do not put your phone in water at all. Anyways, that is pretty much all I do want to cover for this short video. The TLDR of this video is check your phone's seals and probably don't put your phone in water if it's not new anymore. Anyways, that is all I do have to say for this video, so thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe as it really helps this channel out. Definitely do share this video if you found it useful, and I'll see you in the next one.